a few exercises to help her with her posture, to build better upper back posture and to improve her strength. So Mom, this is for you. And anybody else that's interested in learning just a few quick at-home tips for how to build better posture. Here we go. So before we get started with the actual exercises, just two quick things to keep in mind about how to actually hold your posture and in what ways to consider these movements so that we don't strain the rotator cuff or hurt the neck. So there's two kind of main functions that I want you to be aware of as we're going here. So there's your upper back sort of extension and arching your back up and over, but then there's also your external rotation, so rolling the shoulders back. So those are kind of two different components of the upper back posture. A little bit of lift, a little bit of pull back. And we don't want to have one or the other without kind of combining the two. So it's important to know that it won't do you any good if you're just focusing on strengthening your upper back. There's an equal component of this, and that is to stretch out your pecs. So we tend to hold tension here because our posture is here. And so we want to do two things: release the pecs and stretch and open this area, as well as strengthen the back. So to start, we're gonna stretch the pecs before we get into our upper back work. First stretch, super basic, you probably did it when you were a kid. We're gonna do a pec stretch, find a wall, forearm planted on the wall, rotate away from the wall. So now I'm feeling a big stretch through this arm and into my chest. Hold for at least 30 seconds. Next, we'll get into kind of our warm-up maneuvers. The first two exercises to working on your upper back. You're gonna get really close to a wall, engage your core, stand right next to the wall, create a Y with your body, and pull the thumbs straight back behind. We're trying not to arch the back, but just to work the shoulders by pulling those arms back. Perform 10 or 15 of those and then move on to your W's. And this is what a W looks like. This way. Again, lead with the thumbs, pull the entire forearm straight behind you, squeezing in the shoulder blades. So really focus attention through here. Squeeze back. 10 or 15 reps there, and then you should be warm. Okay, last we're gonna get into two main upper back exercises. One is bent over row, and the other is external rotation. Today I'm gonna use this band for both exercises, but you could use dumbbells as well. So a basic bent over row is one of the most common and useful upper back exercises, really good for building your core as well. So you're gonna bend over to almost 90 degrees, really engage your belly, pull the elbows up behind you, squeezing into your upper back. Keep your neck relaxed. Bent over row. And then the other exercise, external rotation, we're gonna hook one end of the rope on the floor under my feet. And I'm gonna anchor my shoulder, elbow, and hand at the same height and just externally rotate. So I pivot at my elbow and the back of my hand is reaching behind me, rotating through the shoulder. Building up my rotator cuff and all the muscles in the upper back. So those are your two main exercises. The whole thing together, pec stretch, Y's and W's, bent over rows, and external rotation. Good luck, Mom.